obviously had a good run. We wanted to change a lot of things, and we addressed what went wrong for us in the last World Cup. And keeping everything in mind, whatever happened in the last World, what we need to do as a team, what we need to do as a bowling group, batting group, and fielding group as well. Um, and yeah, I think coming into this World Cup, have I mean very well prepared as well. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we wanted to address a lot of issues, and I think we managed to do that. And now it's time to execute those ideas, those plans that we've been discussing about. Uh, what are the issues and everything? We've tried to manage. See, no team will be 100% right, but we, as a team, we want to do as much things as possible right. And I think coming here into the World Cup, we feel confident that we can, achieve what we want to achieve as a group.
Yes, Piyush. Sir, go ahead. Me? Yes. Okay. Rohit?
Are you happy with the inclusion of Mohammad Shami? And follow-up question is that against the warm-up game, you called him to bowl at the 20th over, and the 19th over, he was not used. So was it a plan or just came out of the box that, we can use Mohammad Shami?
Yeah, look, speaking of Shami, I think, yeah, just speaking about him first, I think the guy's got so much experience playing for so many years for India, and has played World Cups as well before. And we all know the quality that he has. So when Bumrah got injured, we always wanted to have someone experienced in the lineup, and Shami was the right choice for us. And looking at what has happened with him in the last 20, 25 days, obviously he got COVID back home, had to miss the home series that we played leading up to the World Cup. But again, with the kind of experience that he has, we know that he will not be short of match practice. And obviously, speaking of the game against Australia, that first warm-up game, that was always the plan. We know he's very good with the new ball, so we just wanted to give him a bit of challenge to come and bowl it at the death and see what he can do. Time in hand to prepare ourselves, and the talk of having time in hand started right after the last World Cup. We said we know where the World Cup is happening, and we made a very conscious decision of going to Australia a little early than expected, because we were supposed to play the series against South Africa, which unfortunately we all had to miss to prepare for this big event. So that is something that was happening in the background for right after the World Cup, and we know how key the preparation is. A lot of the guys who are part of this team have not been to Australia, so that was also one of the reason we wanted to come here early, and we had a great time in Perth. We were there for 9 days, and then we came to Brisbane. We prepared. We played a couple of practice games in Perth, just to get used to the conditions, the pitches. I mean, obviously you can't travel all around Australia and play on all pitches, but we could get whatever we could get. So I thought Perth was the right time for us to start. Obviously, the time difference is not too much also, so you can easily get acclimatized to the time zone, and that was also one of the reason. And I thought the way we went about the entire Perth leg was good for us. We could specifically focus on certain things when it comes to batting, and the bowlers could work on certain things. For all this, you need time, and we were lucky enough to get those time in hand to prepare ourselves and come here in Melbourne.
Question, Sarkar, and then Vivek.
Rohit, we often hear in T20 cricket about matchups. As a captain, like how much do you believe in specific matchups, and how much do you believe about instinctive decision making? Because you have a couple of very good spinners, one left-arm spinner who has been very consistent. You have a very senior off spinner. So, is it about matchups or about instinctive decision making?
To be honest, it's a bit of both actually. You got to be instinctive as well. Sometimes you just have that feeling that this is the guy who will do the job for you, And yes, you have to look at the matchups as well. We've been going through a lot of numbers all these days of data around what happens in October, November in Australia, and what are the kind of people who've been successful here. So we saw a lot of things about how you need to be successful, firstly as a team, and then as an individual as well. So we went through all of it, but obviously, like I said, it's a bit of both. Sometimes you just feel that this guy is bowling pretty well. You need to just get him to play the game. He's in good form, and yeah, on the other side, you will look at the matchups as well. So it's a bit of both. And on that given day, whatever we feel is the right uh, playing 11, we will go by that. I certainly want to keep my mind open on that when it comes to playing 11. We don't want to get stuck with one particular way of making your playing 11. We want to be open about it. And yeah, if we have to change one or two player in every game, we got to be ready for it. And that's how we prepared all our guys as well. The message was given long way before we came here that if we need to change one or two player, for the matchups, for what sort of conditions we are playing in, guys will be ready for it. So it's not a last minute thing where we are making those changing. We are changing the players. This is the talk that has happened in the team long way back, and guys are ready for it. Uh, so I think in terms of where the guys stand, I think is let's focus on this World Cup because this is important for us. We're not worried about what is going to happen later. There's no point thinking about it. BCCI will make the decisions on that. We are focused on how we need to be very well prepared for tomorrow's game.
रोहित, जो विवेक ने पूछा था उसका आगे हाइपोथेटिकल, इवन दो द टीम्स वुड वांट कि 40-40 ओवर का मैच हो, आपने कहा कि टीम तैयार रहती, बट क्या वर्ल्ड कप जैसे इवेंट में अनफेयर हो जाता है 5 ओवर 6 ओवर 8 ओवर का गेम?
जी बिल्कुल, देखिए अभी लोग भी आते हैं 40 ओवर का टिकट निकाल के, सोचते हैं कि 40 ओवर देखने मिलेगा, और उसके बाद अगर 5-5 ओवर का गेम हो जाता है तो थोड़ा डिसअपॉइंटमेंट बाहर से भी होता है. बट प्लेयर्स को भी आई थिंक दे वांट टू प्ले द फुल गेम. ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग, इट्स नाइस बिकॉज देयर इज कंपेटिटिवनेस व्हेन यू प्ले ऑल 40 ओवर्स. बट अगेन जैसे मैंने बताया कि ऊपर वाले के हाथ में कि कल क्या होगा इन टर्म्स ऑफ द वेदर. बट हमें डेफिनेटली अगर पूरा मैच खेलने मिले तो बेहतर होगा. बट वी विल बी, लाइक आई सेड, वी विल बी वेरी वेल प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर वॉट एवर द सिचुएशन इज, वेदर इट्स 5 ओवर गेम, 10 ओवर का गेम. हमें उस तरीके से प्रिपेयर करना पड़ेगा कि कल जो भी सिचुएशन हमारे सामने आए, हमें उस चीज़ के लिए रेडी रहना ज़रूरी है. तो एक स्पेक्टेटर्स के लिए भी बाहर जो बैठ के देख रहे हैं, उनके लिए भी एक अच्छा सा माहौल बन जाता है मैच देखने के लिए, क्योंकि अच्छा मुकाबला होता है इंडिया पाकिस्तान का, हमेशा से हमने देखा है. बट अगेन मैं यही कहूँगा कि हमने कुछ चीज़ों के बारे में बात की है, हमें किस तरीके से बैटिंग करनी है, किस तरीके से बॉल डालनी है, क्योंकि मैच जीतने के लिए आपको बैटिंग तो करना ही है, बट साथ साथ में बॉल भी डालना है, उनके बैट्समैन को भी आउट करना है. तो आई थिंक हमारे लिए ये ज़रूरी होगा कि हम दोनों चीज़ें कैसे अच्छे तरीके से करें, और फील्डिंग को यहाँ पे भूलना नहीं चाहिए हमें, क्योंकि फील्डिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करने वाला है. तो आई थिंक हमें ये इन तीनों चीज़ों के बारे में ध्यान रखना बहुत ज़रूरी होगा.
रोहित, दिस इज प्रीति फ्रॉम जी न्यूज़. आपने जिक्र किया था शुरू में कि पिछले साल जैसे हम T20 वर्ल्ड कप से आउट हुए, उसके बाद बहुत सारे इश्यूज थे जिनको आपने आइडेंटिफाई किया और काम किया. कौन सा सबसे बड़ा इशू था, सबसे बड़ा हेडेक था आपके लिए, जिस पर आज काम करके 1 साल बाद आप सेटिस्फाइड हैं?
मैं हर चीज़ के बारे में तो नहीं बता सकता, बट सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ ये था कि लड़कों को वो फ्रीडम देना बहुत ज़रूरी था, वो सिक्योरिटी देना बहुत ज़रूरी था कि आप ही हमारे लिए काम कर सकते हो, आप ही हो जो ये चैलेंज ले सकते हो. तो आई थिंक ये दो चीज़ है जो हमने फोकस की कि लड़कों को कैसे एक सिक्योरिटी दिया जाए कि वो जाकर अपना गेम खेले विदाउट वरिंग अबाउट रिजल्ट्स, विदाउट गेटिंग ड्रॉप फ्रॉम द टीम. तो कुछ चीज़ें, ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ सुनने में लगती है, बट ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ होती है, क्योंकि कॉन्फिडेंस के लिए माइंडसेट का सही जगह पर रहना बहुत ज़रूरी है. अगर आपकी माइंडसेट सही है, You can come out and perform the way you want without worrying about too many things. So in this last 1 year, I don't remember us focusing too much on results. We wanted to focus on छोटी छोटी चीज़ें, जैसे हम fearlessly कैसे खेल सकते हैं, लड़कों को एक सिक्योरिटी कैसे दिया जा सकता है. तो हमने कांस्टेंट इस चीज़ों के बारे में बात किया था हमारे ड्रेसिंग रूम में, और लड़कों से पर्सनली 1-on-1 भी बात किया था इस चीज़ के बारे में. सो लड़के जाकर अपना फ्रीली गेम खेल सकते हैं. और बॉलर्स को भी बताया कि कैसे लाइन और लेंथ आपको चेंजेस करने हैं, क्योंकि इंडिया में हम खेलते हैं इतना मैचेस, इंडिया में पूरा कम्प्लीटली ऑपोजिट हो जाता है चीज़, क्योंकि छोटी बाउंड्रीज होती है. बट यहाँ पे बड़े बाउंड्रीज को कैसे यूज़ करना है दोनों साइड, तो आपके स्लोअर बॉल्स, वेरिएशंस, ये सब गेम में आ जाते हैं. तो ये सब चीज़ के बारे में हमने बात किया है. देखो अभी क्या करते हैं लड़के. थैंक यू वेरी मच.